Before we get started, I just want to alert everyone to an important video that you've just recorded that will not be available to the public. Here, you discuss the upcoming geopolitical shockwave of what you call the most significant development in international finance since 1971. But then you explain how anyone can position themselves to profit from this crisis. Our viewers can access that video at londonreal.tv/Jim, and I highly recommend that everyone go watch that immediately after our conversation. What's next, Jim? You've pointed the finger, I think, at the Biden administration for a lot of this recession. You have said that the president has dropped down drained our oil reserves more than any president in history. Obviously, this is ongoing war in Ukraine. How much of this is the president's fault? How much of it is its supply chain? And where are we currently at now? What are we, about 17 months before an election?
Right. It's a great list, Brian, because you can say, well, we could talk about the war in Ukraine. Yeah, we could talk about monetary policy. We just kind of did, go through some of the recession indicators. We can talk about the election, but they're all connected. I mean, that's really where the complexity theory and the density of the network comes in, because these things are all connected. So just to spend a minute on Ukraine. By the way, I just last week conducted I do this annually, so it's been 8 years in a row, conducted a seminar on financial warfare at the U.S. Army War College in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And it is at the Army War College, but there are people there from all branches. It's a very elite group, handpicked, about 12 students, mid-career officers, so they're kind of late 30s, early 40s, lieutenant colonels, and from all branches. So I get Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and a few civilians, State Department, and CIA, NSA, intelligence community. But it's a fun group, 12, 13. I look at the resumes, amazingly accomplished. They all have multiple master's degrees, the occasional PhD, speak 4 languages, been deployed from Iraq to, Colombia or wherever, but they've been handpicked as the future big brains. These are people 5 years from now, they'll be 3-star generals on the National Security Council, et cetera. So it's a fun class, and my topic is financial warfare, which is kind of like finance and warfare, which is what we're mashing up right now. But and I spent a lot of time talking about this whole BRICS thing, and we can talk about that if you like.
Yeah.
But I tell in interviews like this, Brian, I always explain. I said, I didn't say anything in the U.S. Army War College that I'm not saying in this interview. It's not like I have a secret package for them and we do something else. So, but I just say the same thing. You can take it or leave it. You can agree or disagree. But it's a great group, very interactive. But I was talking about the Ukraine war, and I said one of the most difficult things about this is getting reliable information. I said, in a war, everybody lies. So the U.S. lies. If you ask me what has surprised me about the war, the conduct of the war, the development hasn't really been a surprise. Russia was always going to win, just a question of how long, and it's tragic. But I'm surprised at how many warmongers there are in the UK. I'm not, France is they're mushy. Germany's between a rock and a hard place. Hungary is actually against the war. Italy, again, a little mushy. But and the U.S. has the warmongers. I know that. But starting with Boris Johnson and going to Rishi Sunak, I mean, they're more bloodthirsty than the Americans, and they're the ones providing the Challenger tanks, et cetera. I don't quite get it. I think all these Chamberlain, Churchill, Hitler metaphors fall down. I mean, I know history. I know what Chamberlain did, and I know, Winston Churchill was one of the great heroes of the 20th century. But I don't see that parallel.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real. and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I am just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.